Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about my June favorites. This video is a tad bit late because, as I mentioned in my last vlog, I recently got a job. So I've been very busy this week, just getting used to the workplace and used to the type of work I'm doing. I'm very happy that it looks like I'll be able to still be doing YouTube even working full-time. I'm very happy because I love making videos and I really do love interacting with you guys, and it's just a platform that's very special to me. So I'll definitely still be making YouTube videos. I'm gonna get straight into this video because I have quite a few things to talk about. For this June favorites video, I have categories like I did last time, which are styling, clothing / accessories, beauty / skincare, books / media, films / shows, and then what I've been consuming, like ingesting. I also want to do this kind of favorites video somewhat consistently. I don't know if it's a great idea to do it every single month, but you guys let me know. So I'm going to start off with the first category, which is styling. The first thing I have here is simplifying outfits. So styling outfits very simply and almost very basic. I used to be very afraid of this for a while, especially when I first started YouTube and everything, because I feel like inevitably putting yourself out there on the internet will lead you to compare your own outfits and your styling decisions to other people's. So even though I've always had a very, I would say, simple, more basic style, I kept feeling like I really needed to be more experimental or really try like very explorative ways of styling, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. I think you can learn a lot from being explorative in the way that you style, and I think it's so admirable when people are so creative in their styling methods. But I think staying true to myself, I really am very much a basic person in terms of styling. I think I saw a TikTok of somebody, I wish I remembered it, but I don't, but she was showing off her outfit. It was like an OOTD, and she put in text, classic but never boring. And I don't know, that kind of stuck with me because I'm like, you know what, yeah, a lot of the time I do dress very classic and basic, but it doesn't mean it's boring. It can still be fun. I can still add little bits and pieces that elevate an outfit very subtly, but it's never boring. A good outfit with good basics, high quality pieces is never a bad outfit in my opinion. Next up, I have vintage graphic tees. I feel like for a while now, I have not been a graphic tee type of person, but I found this adorable top when I went consignment store shopping, and I found this little t-shirt. It says Mad Happy Local Optimist Group, and it has 3 little bunnies on it. I saw this top and I fell in love with it, but I was like very much like, is this even my thing? Like, would I actually wear this? Then I put it on in the fitting room and tried it on with a more like tailored, put together denim skirt that's like a dark wash and looks very like clean with this, and I felt like I really liked that style. So yeah, kind of graphic tees with more tailored pieces. I was also thinking that it would be cute with like nicer dress pants and a pair of like really nice ballerina flats. So it's that kind of pairing of like basic casual pieces with nice tailored high quality pieces. The last thing I have in styling is chunky belts as like a statement accessory. Like I shared in my last vlog that I found a really nice chunky belt. I've been on the lookout for more. They are hard to find, I would say, like nice quality, in good condition statement belts. I've been really loving wearing a statement belt with a very, again, simple basic outfit, whether it's just a dress, simple pants and a shirt, skirt and a shirt, and then just wearing that belt as like the one accessory, I just feel like looks so good. Now I'm gonna move on to clothing and accessories. The first thing on my list are my camper flat. I feel like a lot of people have these. They've been popular for so many years. I was meaning to get these, but obviously they're not cheap. But I was browsing on Facebook Marketplace a month ago or so, and somebody was selling a brand new pair of camper flats for $40. I messaged messaged her like right away. They're a size bigger than my usual size, but I find that when I put an insole in them, they fit pretty well. It's also nice because if I do want to wear socks and maybe they're a bit thicker, I still can wear these fairly comfortably. They almost feel like a sneaker, a running shoe, because they're so comfortable and they don't slip off of your feet, but they feel more elevated and put together than a sneaker in my opinion. And they're so durable. I wear these biking, and I feel like they've really, they've done really well considering that I bike in them. And then next on the list, I have a bag actually. I have this bag right here. This was actually sent to me by AEST Studios. It's kind of like a camera bag. I think a lot of their designs, if not all of their designs, are inspired by a camera bag. Most of their bags are shoulder bags, but they're a little bit larger and roomier than a typical just small shoulder bag. And that's what I really love about this purse. I can fit so much in it while still having like a fairly small purse that feels like a nice day-to-day and even maybe going out purse. It has 2 compartments on the side, and then when you open up the bag, it has side compartments. On one side it has a zipper side compartment, and on the other side it has kind of like a pocket but also a card holder compartment, so if you don't want to bring your wallet, you can stick your cards in there. And then it has a divider that you can either, I don't know if you guys can really see that, but it has a divider that you can either take out or put in. And I like that because as you can see, I've kind of separated my stuff, like my book, my pouch with like deodorant, perfume and stuff, and my little pouch with like my little journal and my sketchbook are in here. And then on this side I have my lip products, my hand cream, and my wallet. So I just like how it's very easy to keep everything super organized. And the last thing I love about this bag is that it's such good quality. When I opened it, I was just very shocked to feel the leather. Like it feels super nice. I don't know, I'm just very impressed. And they only have a few styles, I believe, out. So I think they're very much a brand that focuses on quality over quantity, which of course I love. And lastly, I have this top. I recently got this after debating quite a bit. This is the jacuzzi top from Paloma Wool. I won't lie, I was very inspired by Ruby, daughter of a hoarder. She got this top a few months ago, I want to say. She mentioned it in quite a few of her videos on YouTube, and I just saw it on her and I thought it was so beautiful and just perfect for the summertime. And anyway, I went shopping a little bit and I saw this on Essence and decided to treat myself. I'm really happy with this top. I know I'm gonna get a ton of wear out of it. I will say though, every time I wear it, I'm terrified to stain it because I'm awful when it comes to staining clothing. I've been shopping a lot, as I mentioned, so I will be doing a haul soon, maybe in the next coming weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I'm still waiting on a few things to arrive, so stay tuned. And now I'm gonna move on to beauty and skincare. The first thing I have here is the Sol de Janeiro fragrance Che Rosa 76. I am obsessed with this scent. I always feel like I purchase a Sol de Janeiro body mist around the summertime, and I really like pairing their scents with an actual perfume. I tried different ones, and this one I think is the one I like the most. It's just very much a scent profile that I naturally gravitate towards. I'll read you guys what it says. Che Rosa 76 captures the dazzling 1976 discotheque era of Brazil. Go wherever the night takes you with midnight jasmine, blackcurrant, and amber woods. Next up, I have the Youth to the People Hydrate and Glow Dream Body Butter. It smells so good. It smells like a spa. Notes of yuzu, green tea, and blonde wood. Like if I was a scent, I think I would be kind of a fresh scent with notes of wood, because clearly that's just what I really like. But other than it smelling super good, this body cream is super moisturizing, and if you struggle with dry skin, I think this will be a perfect product for you. Also, a little goes a long way, so even though it's pricey, this lasts a really long time. I think I've had it for about 3 months and I'm not even halfway. Next up, I have the Way Wave Spray. I find like sometimes wave sprays can feel kind of crunchy in your hair, but this one doesn't. It leaves your hair feeling still very soft. I don't have it on today. I typically will spray it when my hair is wet and scrunch it in, and also add a bit of mousse to my hair afterwards to kind of hold the shape. If I don't put any product in it, it dries like this, which I do like, but sometimes I find, especially with the short hair now, it's nice to have a little bit more movement and texture to my hair. If you have kind of like fairly straight hair but with a bit of a wave to it, I feel like this is the perfect product to use because it's also light. It doesn't weigh your hair down. And now I'm going to move on to books and media. I only have one book to recommend this month because I haven't been doing a lot of reading. The book I'm including in this month's favorites list is Roman Stories by Jhumpa Lahiri. This is a collection of short stories that kind of focus on the immigrant experience, in particular in Italy. A lot of these stories take place in Rome. I think that the writer herself is an immigrant. I think she's a US immigrant, but also eventually immigrated to Italy. She's very familiar with themes involving sense of belonging and being in a place that you didn't grow up in or don't feel represented by. What I love the most about this book was the variety between stories and characters. I feel like she does a really good job at engaging the reader, even if you as a reader aren't necessarily interested or don't relate to the story that you're reading. And her writing is very clear, very to the point, but also very, very beautiful. It has a very nice rhythm to it. At times it feels very lyrical and poetic, but again, very subtly. Looking at the reviews after reading this, a lot of people have been quite disappointed by this book, which is crazy because I really enjoyed it. But a lot of the reviews were saying that they just really liked her other work better. So that makes me feel like I need to read more of her work. In terms of music, I've been really enjoying Addison, the album. I feel like everyone has been listening to this album, but it really is just so good. I feel like it's perfect for the summer. It just feels super empowering and girly. And next, I've been loving Charm by Clairo. Every single time she comes out with music, I love it so much. I loved Slang and I love Charm. I still think I prefer Slang, but I feel like Charm does feel also more feminine and kind of fun, perfect for the summertime as well. I find that during the summer, I also listen to a lot of kind of soul, Latin soul in particular. That being said, I've been listening to a lot of Joe Bataan, specifically his album Saint Latin's Day Massacre. His music is so good. I think my favorite song by him is Mujer Mia. It has a lot of Latin influences, so to me it's also very special because obviously I'm Latina, but listening to Hispanic music is something I grew up with. So being mixed into a different type of genre that I also really love, which is soul, it's just like the perfect combination. Lastly, films and shows. Haven't watched too many films that I love that much recently, to be honest. I will be watching The Shining tonight for the first time, which I'm excited about. But I did watch just a few days ago, I went to a re-screening of Mulholland Drive. This was the first time I ever watched Mulholland Drive, and I think only my second David Lynch film. So I didn't know what to expect really. I had a very vague idea of what the movie was about, but I thought it was so beautiful and just, I mean, the cinematography is impeccable. Acting is so good. The music and sound is also really good. The plot was also interesting, but I feel like there were also just so many other things that were much more interesting to me personally. Just a really good movie. I feel like it's a classic for a reason. TV shows, I've been watching Girls. I love that show so much. It just feels very familial and relatable because these girls are obviously around my age and living in a city with roommates and stuff. It just feels really fun to watch and it's hilarious. And then for the final section, I'll be talking about what I've been consuming or ingesting. The first being Diet Pepsi, but I've been ingesting a lot of cherry syrup. My boyfriend has been making cherry syrup nonstop for like the past 2 weeks, and my roommate just made her first batch of cherry syrup, and I've been adding it to everything. I've been adding it to my Diet Pepsi. My boyfriend has been making a lot of iced lattes with cherry syrup, which is so good, but also adding it to pancakes, ice cream. Literally, you could add it to almost anything. And then lastly, I have shrimp ceviche. I love ceviche, but I'm kind of picky about it. But I made this shrimp ceviche just off of a TikTok recipe that I saw, and it was so delicious. And I think it's perfect for the summertime. I've been making it. I think I've made it like 3 times this week. Yeah, it's been something I've been loving to eat. That concludes my June favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, of course, what you've been loving this month. I would love to hear, and thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next week. I'm gonna try, I promise. Bye.